Well, we're working on the bed. We got the bed finished, and we're working on the headboard, which elevates so you can have a back to lean against. This piece of wood is way too long, but you get the picture here. Something like that. Next, I have to build an arm up here that will catch this when it raises and lowers. It can be flat or it can raise up. So that's what we're going to build next. But the bed is very sturdy, and this is why I put this here, because there'll be a hinge here where you can raise it up and lower it back down flat. Right in here, I think I've decided I'm going to put a sink right here. There's going to be like a cupboard that will be hanging. There won't be any legs on the wall, on the floor down here, so the refrigerator freezer can move in and out. But this will be a hanging area here where you there will be a cabinet, and then there will be a shelf with a sink, and then there will be a cabinet below it. So basically the water can be up here with a faucet into a basin that empties out into a container down in this lower cabinet here. And this will be hanging off the wall and will be a good block. If the door's open and you're laying down, nobody can see you. Once we get that built, we'll work on the shelf. Was going to run the shelf all the way, but I'm not over the door, because when you come in, this door is just barely high enough. I can't even stand up in the doorway. It hits my head, so I can't have anything lower hanging down. And this is the largest one of these. I have a couple of sizes, a smaller one and a bigger one. This is the larger one. Let's see, it's got to go somewhere. I made a mark. Where is it? Here it is. It's right here. This is where it'll go. So you can't have this right on the door, so it'll end right here, go all the way to the back. Well, again, it won't go all the way to the back because there's the roll-up door. It'll end somewhere right in there. All this stuff's gonna have to be taken down. I'll probably put a shelf over here on this side too, and then we'll build the built-in cabinets for up front right here, which is, I've already got a somewhat of a design right here for it. You can see these are the sides, these weird sides, because the front is not flat, it's rounded, and then you've got this stepped side here. So that's where the boots will go, and then the helmets. Boots over here and helmets. The center will be open for the air conditioner to blow through, and then eventually there'll be drawers down here, and then there will be two large hanging, those are doors right here for hanging on both sides. Haven't decided up here in the middle where it'll be open or a cabinet, and then the same thing down on below. It'll be drawers, but for now I may just have an open cabinet. You know, we're trying to get this done without a whole lot of effort, and building doors and drawer faces and drawer boxes and drawer slides and cabinet door hinges and all that. You know, we might can add that later on down the road, but for now See, I need something to hang all my motorcycle gear in that needs to be hung up. So this will be perfect for all the backpacks, all the outdoor gear can go right up in there. All of it. So that'll be great. And if I have that shelf that houses all of these right here, I'll have plenty of storage, considering you can put stuff underneath the bed. Have a little shelf from that all the way back there, which, heck, that means you can probably get about 6 of these just right in there. And see, they're not that big, they don't stick out that far, so there won't be any problem over here. And over here too, they're not sticking out that far, so. But we'll see once we get everything put in. We'll see about this shelf. But I don't see how it'd be a problem, because it's not going to stick out any further. There's plenty of room to walk through here. So, got to decide what I'm going to do about this carpet back here. Got enough to do the rest of it, but I'll have to put a seam right here. I don't really want to do that. This is not the best carpet in the world, but it'll do for now. And definitely I have some exterior coating for the roof outside. It's silicone, and it's really reduces the temperature, the metal. Amazing stuff. Crap's really expensive though. And I do have some insulation, and we'll probably put some Luan up here, and that way I can screw some lights in, overhead lights. And at that point we'll need to start, we do the wiring. I have to cut a couple of bulkhead fittings to go outside for the electric to come in. There's my, I've got a 100 amp junction box right here, where the wires will probably put it somewhere right up here. Probably put it right here. That way the wire can come up and run up in this corner up to the junction box, and then the wire can go out through the roof, inside of the roof, to whatever lights and whatever. Got a couple of plugs too for now. You know, not gonna go crazy. My whole thing is to get it to where we can stay in it, and then live in it a little while, use it, and see how everything works out. You know, may want to make some changes here and there. So I'm not going to go crazy right now with doing stuff that's, you know, be hard to take out if we didn't like the arrangement. But there's a lot to do still. I guess mentioned I have to paint the roof. Got to do the bulkhead fittings right there. We put the air conditioner right here. We'll just take this box off, and then there's where the air conditioner's going. And probably had to make a couple of brackets for it and whatnot. Well, that's where we're at. We're making some headway. We're just feeling up to being able to do this stuff. Just in the last week or so, my strength and energy level have increased dramatically. Been sick for a very long time, getting my digestive system back to normal from that gallbladder surgery. So many people have left here, but notice we do have a new neighbor right there. So people will be coming and going. They probably won't stay all summer, but we're going to be here until it warms up where we're going. I'm not going to go up to the mountains and it's 20 degrees at night. I ain't into that. So we can work on this and get it ready to go.